Hello, I'm EnterElysium, and welcome back, of course, to Hearts of Iron 4 Waking the Tiger DLC Cornflakes 1.5 patch update. We're playing as the German Empire, Germany, but without Hitler, without the Nazis. In fact, we are bringing back the Kaiser relatively soon. Currently, we have August von Magnussen in charge. In charge. There we go. It's a pretty early failure of words, I've got to say. So, we will be trying to form a power block using a lot of the Central European powers. I think there's one that even tries to get Austria, Hungary, and Czechoslovakia to form back the Austro-Hungarian Empire. So for now, we're just going to focus on non-war stuff, which is unusual for me. Normally I'm focusing on early wars, get stuff, get that sorted before people start, defending them. We don't really have that choice. So instead, we're going to just try and form the best industry we can for the coming war. It's going to be a while away. Currently working on autarky, which is going to give us excavation speed, military factory, dockyard, and factory construction speed, which is going to be very helpful. And we will be building some synthetic refineries as well. 3 in 1. Electromechanical engineering, excellent. Research buff, thank you. I'll take the next research buff as well, because that's just how I roll. Research buffs all around. I don't know why I would really concentrate on you. That's pointless. Right. Got that. Can we bring back the Kaiser? Oh, into 40%. 37, okay. Still can't bring back the Kaiser. Let's focus on other things. Yeah, let's get those civilian factories going. That seems like a good idea. How's Japan doing? It's made some headway. Not a lot. And get ourselves a new army. Might as well put someone in charge as well. Hindenburg incident. Ooh, it did blow up. War hero, cautious, brilliant strategist. No, we want you. Fortress buster. Because there's fortresses there. Hindenburg incident. Disaster was narrowly averted today when a diesel fuel leak was discovered on the German passenger airship Hindenburg. Excellent. No problem. No issues. All saved. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, it's full of hydrogen. Nothing at all. We should probably grab an industrial concern at this stage, but have we got anyone else? Armament organizer? No. Super charmer. War industrialist is, if we're going for the military factories, I don't think we will just yet. So instead, I think we instead will pick up IG Farben for the synthetic resource research time and for the industrial research time. There we go. So that'll affect a few of our techs. Actually, we're not doing them right now, but we might do the ones with the oil relatively soon. So I think the rest of the industrial techs are waiting for 39 to roll around. Still... Normally Japan gets a lot of steam going quite quickly, and they're actually fairly difficult to beat for China, but hey, there isn't a historical focus on right now, so things could be very different. Managed to get ourselves a logistic core. You're ahead of time, you're all ahead of time. Infantry weapons. I mean, we should be focusing on the stuff before infantry weapons. We've got the buff for excavation, it'll take 66 days. That's not bad, actually, because we can use that. We can get extra resources and then send them overseas, which will give us, more civilian factories, because people trade civilian factories for them. Could do some naval stuff. It's very unlikely we'll do that early on. Very unlikely. We could get the Schlachnift. Improvement, blah blah blah. Significantly stronger, strengthened torpedo bulkheads, protect against radar damage. Larger than the proposed Lion-class battleships of the United Kingdom, as designed, these ships would have displaced 70,000 tons. Ooh. Can I compare you side by side? I can. Sweet. We'll shift. Right, so manpower, they take 9,000 opposed to 6,600. Detection is the same. 5 more range, 10 more firepower, 2 more anti-air, 15 more armor, 14 more piercing, 150 more HP, double port capacity usage, 4 more shot bombard, and yeah, everything else is the same. Production cost is a lot higher though. They are pretty badass. We won't have the ability to rebuild them for a while. Carriers, we do need to get started on carriers. Carriers are super important. Germany did suffer from a lack of carriers, it is true. But again, naval stuff is going to be our, not our end game, but close to. Do we want to go out units anti-tank? Probably not. Let's get ourselves elastic defense.
Angetreten.
Oh, okay, you can get yourself down here.
Zuhören. Achtung.
Oh, more units unassigned. Excellent. I believe we are able to pump out infantry equipment so fast right now. We should probably... Yeah, look at that. I've got a lot of equipment ready. I think it's mostly guns. We do want to stockpile guns for the coming war. But... I think we really need to focus on getting more artillery and basically everything else. So increase that, increase that. The tank we're going to be changing over soon, so we're going to lose anything we get on this anyway in terms of production efficiency. I might put the guns here for now. Just because we do have some stockpiled. We'll need them for war, but we don't need them to get units on the ground. So let's get going. Look at our stability, damn. That's crazy, that's just crazy powerful. Amelia has to navigate the globe, good for her. She didn't go missing. Still stalemated. Kaiser, that's 6 civilian factories, so I'm totally down with that. How much is our unaligned support? 39.08. Oh, not quite there yet then, okay. Get another load of civilian factories. Dispersed industry.
Right.
Could do those now quick. Ooh. The choices, the choices, the choices. You know what? Sure, let's do excavation. It doesn't matter if we do 1 or 2. Actually, for us it doesn't. There is actually a, for the communist China, I was looking at their doctrine tree. They've got a doctrine that requires you to have excavation 2. It doesn't require you to have excavation 1. So what you do is you ignore excavation 1 and just get excavation 2, because they do the same thing. So, just mental note, if you're playing communist China, we'll grab... You know what, just in case we have something like that, I don't think we do, I will grab this one. Because it's the same. Panzerkampfwagen 3. Done. We could get you ahead of time. It's a little bit excessive, so I won't. We will instead get... Could get those. Special Forces. Ooh. Special forces get hot acclimatization, cold acclimatization. Then we get defense and organization. All the way up to elite forces. Basically, they're a lot better at acclimatizing quickly. They get a lot more supply grace, etc. Pretty handy. We could try and have some like elite mountaineers, but it's a bit ahead of time, so. What I'm thinking is probably getting started on... It's probably going to be air, because we're not going to really care about naval stuff just yet. And there's none of these. No, actually, we'll probably want to get oil processing and rubber processing going. So let's start on those. In all fairness, those are going to be important to us. We can now bring back the Kaiser. Awesome. Just what everyone wants to hear. Right. It's going okay. We're on limited conscription right now. Yeah, still stationary. That world tension is not going up. Which is kind of okay as well, because we can do a lot of stuff before tension gets particularly high. Like reforming the Empire. You know what? I'll improve relations with a lot of the Central European powers. Just so that we're ready to accept them in if we want.
Achtung!
Wilhelmshaven.
Befehle?
We can get extra research slot. I really want it, but at the same time, we've got to get the Return of the Kaiser nice and quick. We need to be able to create a faction and then invite people to our faction before, for some reason, they join another faction. Excavation 2. We'll grab Excavation 1 as well for those extra sweet resources. And we'll have Elastic Defense in a second. There we go, Elastic Defense is ours. Now we get a choice. We can go Mobile Infantry, we can go Blitzkrieg. Mobile Infantry, I feel, is really strong. Like, really strong. Because you also get a +10 organization to all infantry. Whereas Blitzkrieg... But just the thematic sense, I probably will go Blitzkrieg anyway. Yeah. And we want to make our way down to probably Desperate Defense for recruitable population 3%. Even if this last one is pretty meh. Guerrilla Tactics, that 3% would be helpful. And that 2% there, it's 5 extra percent. This is great, but 5% recruitable population is just too good. We're going to get Armed Spearhead and all that. We've got to really figure out a way to get our tanks up and running. Oh, also, I would like to change this tank unit over. So... I'm going to deploy you. Do you have enough tanks yet? You have nowhere near enough tanks. Okay, in which case I probably shouldn't deploy you. But what we're going to do is we're going to switch over our tank production. To produce Panzer III medium tank. And yes, it's going to complain at me because we've got to improve all that production. I'm going to try and make sure our military factories get in there. Right. Yes, we need light tanks. I am aware. So what we'll do is we'll go up here and we'll just cancel you. No more Panzer divisions. And then over here, we'll want to go medium tank. Medium tank. What's the speed on a medium tank? 8.8 kilometers per hour. Yeah, so it's massively decreased because we're going medium tanks, which is fine. And then armored medium tank. Remove. Yeah, okay. So, for the sake of just trying to keep this not too heavy and also fast, what we'll have is we'll have 2 lots of motor. We could actually maybe use cavalry. How fast is cavalry? It's slower. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go 2 lots of motorized, 3 lots of medium tanks. It gives us a combat rip of 10. We'll hopefully increase that later. Soft attack does drop a tiny bit. Armor goes up crazy. Piercing goes up crazy. Defense goes down a tiny bit. Breakthrough goes down a chunk. Really? Oh, because maybe we're losing a tank. We had 4 tanks, we're now down to 3. Manpower usage goes down a little bit. Speed goes down. HP goes down a tad. Recovery rate doesn't even really go down. Organization goes up. Weight goes down a little bit. Supply use goes down a little bit. And our hardness is 58. We'll also want to grab logistics company and field hospital. Now we're going to switch our engineer company for support anti-air because they're not meant to defend. They're not meant to be, you know, defending with engineer companies. So switch you out. The infantry up here, we're going to grab logistic company as well. And that's 17 arm experience left. Not great. And then when we have the tanks supplied... Oh, no, sorry. I probably could have created a new division at that stage, but they don't have almost any equipment. Look at this. They're like, what do? We don't have medium tanks. And we're like, yeah, just pretend you've got medium tanks. Like, use some cardboard boxes and mock them up or something. Just do that. We're missing. Oh, we're missing producing anti-air. Okay. Well, we can make do with that for the moment. We'll put it there just so it gets a factory nice and early. We do need to make sure we've got more factories.
Zuhören.
And I'll get you to do some...
Ihre Befehle.
Have you got any? Yeah, you've got a cute couple that are green. They're green because they lose experience when you change around the unit. So what we'll do is we'll get everyone to practice and drill. Just so they're not green anymore, because green is minus 25%, which is quite powerful. Now there we go, we're getting aircraft in reserve. What I'll probably want to do is select all our aircraft and just span them. And then we can make them as we need them. Don't think we need any of that. I'm good about those decisions. Okay, carry on. Nobody needs better workers' conditions. It's all a lie. Codswallop. Complete and utter tosh, if you ask me. Poland's such a walkover as well. Yeah, one of the ways to do this, by the way, is not to go Imperial immediately. You could say attack Poland immediately, which, you know, you'd win pretty easily. And then you could go Imperial. I decided because this is kind of the theme we're going for, we're just going to go Imperial immediately, like our very first decision. Didn't necessarily have to, but that's the theme I was going for this playthrough. Yeah, motorized could do with a buff. Okay, let's unpause. Oil processing, mechanical computing. I'll get a computing machine. It's only like a 0.1 year ahead of time, it's fine. Oh, whoops, wrong one. And I think we will get rubber as well. Yeah. A lot of our political power is spent improving relations right now. But that's fine by me. We need to try and get him on side. Return of the Kaiser. Wait, I'm not going to click OK on that just yet, since I am actually going to be spending some political power. You know what? Let's just return the Kaiser. We should get an event. No event? Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territory. They're upsetting the fragile balance, as they do. End of the day. Kaiser returns to Germany. In the midst of ecstatic celebrations, Wilhelm II has returned as Kaiser to the German Empire. The Netherlands is owed a debt of gratitude for allowing him to safe refuge these past decades, and for refusing his extradition to our former enemies on multiple occasions. Though the nation has suffered much in recent civil war, it was hoped that the Kaiser's return will bring further stability and unity. Oh my god, my stability is going to just max out. Imperial connections, political advisor cost decrease, trade law cost decrease, mobilization law decrease, economy cost, high command cost, all really good. And there we go, Kaiser Wilhelm II. Glorious, just glorious. Oh, hello. In a surprise announcement yesterday morning, the German government officially lifted the exile on Wilhelm II. Later in the day, the old Kaiser's motorcade passed the Dutch-German border, and upon his return to Berlin, he was unceremoniously ceremonially reinstated as Kaiser of the German Empire. The Kaiser's already vowed to see Germany return to its old greatness, but it remains to be seen which direction the nation will take with its diplomacy. Long live the Kaiser. Memel. Claim gained by the German Empire will tension increased. Lithuania gets Germany demands Memel. Ostprussen add 14 land forts in 6 provinces on the eastern border. We could demand Memel, but I really do think we've got to try and sprint down to the Central Powers. So focus on the true enemy. Oh, we need naval effort for that. Bloody hell, you really are buying a lot of stuff. It's going to take us a while to really set this up. And we went fast on this. We went as fast as we could. I don't think you could do it faster. Because it was all gated behind our civil war. Okay, we're going to do this one then. See to the eastern front. Actually, I don't know if we'll get a claim for war off that. I'd only do it if I wanted a claim for war early on. Yeah, we're going to go naval rearmament, naval effort, focus on the enemy, rebuild the high seas, place in the sun, central power. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 70. It's going to take us most of the year. Which isn't great. I'm thinking we might just go and grab an extra research slot early on. Well, we can do that a little bit later on. For now, I'm going to try and sprint down this tree. And modify government. Blitzkrieg theorist, maybe armor theorist, cool, chief of army, army drill we'd want, but you're fascist, so we can't. Actually, no, we want you. We'd want von Brauschlitz, 10% division speed, which is nice. Sure, but I don't want you just yet. Material design, infantry equipment. Probably. And up here, do we really want any of these? No. Weapons and equipment to research time. Infantry equipment. Mauser. Do it. Oh, you need to train too. Sorry. Whoops, wrong one. You should be under this one. There we go. Under that army group.
Zuhören.
In fact, you don't need to train anymore. Well, we could train you just to try and get you elite. Sure. I'm only going to make a few more of these infantry units because they are draining our manpower. And I will put a Panzer division in for training. Not that we have any Panzers right now. There we go. Excavation 1. Lovely. I guess we're basically saying air doctrines are coming. Because most of the other stuff is too far away. These we could get because it's only just ahead of time. Yeah. Well. Yeah, we'll start an air doctrine. Get that moving. Right. Speed up time, let's go. You aren't fulfilling my import requests. Why not? Ooh, our construction's going pretty well. In which case, what do we want to do with our construction? Probably get some military factories down. There we go. Start that military ball rolling. Check what logistics is right now. Anti-air, artillery. Oh, no, now we've got tungsten, the artillery's going to go up. Motorized, yeah. Whoa, last night, Wilhelm II, our beloved Kaiser, passed away peacefully in his sleep. Despite his long exile, Providence seen fit to allow him to return to the fatherland before his death, and ever since his return, he had led our nation well. He only returned for like a month. His son, Friedrich Wilhelm, has now taken up the reins of the nation after his coronation was known as Wilhelm III. Long live the Kaiser. We get stability. It said +5. It just dropped. Maybe the previous Wilhelm was +10. Okay. A little bit confusing. Yeah, so we are gaining on all of these. So the number is going down. Naval rearmament. Naval effort. Get that going. Insufficient resources. We need more oil. Trying our best here. We'll be creating our own oil soon enough. 21st of January, so not long. And there we go. Which means trade, oil, hello. We can get rid of that one now. Armored spearhead, extra division, all the things. We are popular today. Schwerpunkt. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Alright, continue on.
Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Our units are going to be quite elite. These units are almost done.
Achtung.
That said, we could get them up beyond regular. You can actually get them up beyond regular, but you can't go above the actual tier. So what you can do is you can get your max experience at regular, and as soon as they actually go in combat, that'll allow them to get higher. You can't go higher than regular with training. You can get them maxed out at regular. Anyone will flip them over, but you can't actually get them above it. Right. Naval effort is done. Focus on the true enemy. The true enemy being the British, because, you know, we want colonial possessions. We never got them. We're very angry. So let's go down that tree. And free dockyards. You don't say. Free dockyards? Bloody hell. Sure. Probably focus on submarines. That's going to be important for us. Now we need more oil again. Because if we're going to fight United Kingdom, we need to cut them off from their supplies. So There's going to be a lot of submarines. In fact, it's going to be a lot of submarines. Just a lot of submarines are needed. Just put that out there. Oh, you can't actually provide me any more. Oh, United States, provide me with the oil I'm going to use to defeat your allies. No, I don't want those. Okay. We're very united, and we've got a great war support right now.
Ihre Befehle?
Alright, focus on that true enemy.
Zuhören! Bereit zum Ausrücken.
You're all regular. Yeah, we can keep pushing the experience up to the max. Rubber processing. Sweet. Okay. We could, once you've unlocked you, work on these two. How long will that be away? A while. Okay. Trade interdiction. I think that's what we've got to go for here. I don't really fancy switching. Trade interdiction is one of the things we're going to have to focus on strongly. Convoy interdiction. Yeah, that's going to be our play. For now, we'll just make sure we get this infantry equipment done.
Bereit?
And that's the second army maxed out. We've got 48 units now. Not bad. Of course, we can't take on the Maginot Line, even if we were, you know, wanting to do that. Maginot Line is just way too tanky. Oh, look at all those bonuses. Very nice. Focus on the true enemy. Wilhelm III, you don't have a mustache. You disappoint me. Yeah, you really need a mustache, mate. Republican Spain looks like it's kicking ass. What? That's unfortunate for us. The Allies are going to have a strong ally there. Focus on the true enemy. Lovely. We're getting down towards that Central Powers thing. Hungary renounces Treaty of Trianon in a public declaration. Horthy renounced the treaty imposed by the Allied powers after the Great War, signed by the Hungarians under protest. It greatly reduced the country's size and limited the power. Okay, right. Hungary, we need to have words. We need to... My ideology popularity can't be boosted. Oh. I thought they'd have changed that. No, we can't actually boost the popularity of monarchists here, so... Oh well. Blitzkrieg Theorist. It's a shame we never got that 25% discount, really. Sure. Land Doctrine Research Speed, Arm Experience Gain, Armor Max Speed, Blitzkrieg, do it. Japan declare war on Communist China. Really? You can't even... Really? You're very stalemated. Stale-mote? Stale... You can't move. Medium techs are actually being produced now. Add another unit in tandem. Yeah, we're going to need far more medium tanks being produced. Japan declared war on China. Did you not have war before? I could have sworn you had war before. Oh, I guess, well, that's why they were stalemated. I thought they were at war. They weren't. That explains a lot of things. Also, interesting start to declaring war on communist China. That makes no sense. Direct ground support. More ground support. Oh, yeah. This entire episode, I thought they were at war already. A bit later than they normally do. Not a lot, but... You're democratic, you're democratic, you're democratic, you're democratic, you're... Maybe my friends. We'll see. Free civilian factories. Excellent. That's what I was hoping for. Naval base. No naval dockyards is ideally what we'd need. I think we got to get a few more synthetic refineries, but they do take a lot to set up. The 13,000 construction cost. There we go. We'll get 3 of them there and 3 of them there.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Ooh. And new tanks. I'm going to put them under Erwin Rommel because Rommel is really good with tanks, and then I'll have to take one of you. Just move you to a separate division. And in charge of this division, Commando, Reckless. Ooh. And another trait? Ooh. Infantry experience factor, promotion cost. Cautious. Brilliant strategist. Heinz Guderian. Panzer Leader, Trickster, Armor Officer, Career Promotion, Brilliant Strategist. You're in, and let's see what we can promote. We can get Panzer Expert, Combined Arms Expert. Motorized and Mechanized. We don't have any mechanized right now. We've got very little motorized. Panzer. Armor Division Defense. Guerrilla... Well, we'll get Guerrilla Fighter to begin with. Armor Division Defense. We don't really need much defense in our armor because it doesn't defend. It's terrible at it. We will eventually get mechanized, so... I'm just going to Combined Arms. Interesting choice, I know, but I think Combined Arms is the way to go here.
Zuhören.
And then we'll put you on this border. Rebuild the high seas fleet, computing machine, oh god, all the things. Our place in the sun. We get 5% war support. And we get China demands return of Qingdao. And then... faction. Right. Like even more oil. Thank you. And I think we'll get both encryption and decryption. Because we can.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Oh, 4 more units for you. End of the Spanish Civil War with the surrender of the nationalists. The Spanish Civil War has come to an end. The Republicans have emerged victorious. A new age, a new era has begun. Okay. Oh, sorry. You of course you won't join the Allies. You're going to be communist. Yeah, you'll join the Soviets. Whoops. Derp, derp, derp. Interesting. You know what? I might ask if I can send you an attaché so I can get your army experience. Do I want to spend that political power on anything else? I do, but do I need to spend it now? Like, that's what I'm wondering. Like, do I really need to send... do I need to save up this political power right now, or would it be better spent getting more army experience? I kind of think more army experience would be helpful. I'm going to send an attaché. They will accept. What about you? They will not accept. Yeah, because they're fascist and I'm not. So China. Let's see. Insurance, data sharing. 200% of their army experience gain. War support 10%. It will use... Okay, don't need more war support, but fine. They accepted it. So now we can actually see the war, which is helpful. Okay. Yeah, Japan are pushing in. And look at that experience. It's ticking up quite nicely, actually. Really quite nicely. Our place in the sun. Central powers, yes. Can create factions. Create factions, central powers. China offers Qingdao in trade. Chinese officials contest an offer of preventive trade. They also satisfy both parties. They propose to return Qingdao to rightful German hands in return for a guarantee they will not recall von Falkenhaus's mission. Which one's Qingdao? Qingdao. Alright, can we find Qingdao? Ah! You know what? I'm kind of down for that. We can agree on that. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
Zuhören.
And actually, I'm going to relocate you to there. Actually, delete your current ones because I know you've got one over in Denmark that I left. We will probably want to keep the motor... No, we'll send a unit of motorized with you. China restores German rule to Tsingtao. The Chinese government decided to accede to recent German demands to return their old enclave in Qingdao. Effective immediately, German control has been reinstated inside the city limits, and the German government has renamed it to its old Germanade of Tingzhou. Oh yeah, we've got our colony back. We can do this. We can do the whole colonial thing. It's not just for you, UK and France. We can do it too.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
It's going to be a long way to get there if we don't have the... it's a long way to get there anyway, but if we don't have the Suez Canal, it's going to be worse.
Befehle.
Oh, you can't actually go above regular. Okay. I thought you could. I'm going to start saving up some of that then. The Fourth International, a number of communist delegates from around the world met in Paris today in a founding conference laying the groundwork for what has been known as the Fourth International. Of course, the formation has existed for years with supporters of Trotsky's... Standards responded to the growing support for Trotskyism from abroad by ordering additional assassinations and increasing propaganda against his old rival. We might see a major communist threat in this playthrough. If France go communist as well, the Democrats are actually going to be really, really weak. Oh god. This is going to be fun. This is the exact sort of ahistorical playthrough that'll be interesting. Ah no! France and Britain announced an alliance. Okay. They joined the Allies. And we form the Central Powers. Rekindle imperial sentiment. Prepare Italian coup. I think we want to rekindle imperial sentiment just so we can try and get Austro-Hungarian Empire. And they've got an option to join me as well. Invite faction. They will not accept. Invite faction. They will not accept. Just because we're not at war. People are getting close, though. Right, we're going to probably want to rekindle the imperial sentiment. What about that communist tree? To the Eastern Front. Safeguard the Baltic, support the Finns. Tackle the communist threat. Yeah, I don't think we go quite that way yet. I think we try and get people to flip to our Central Powers. Encryption? Schwerpunkt? Okay, what do we want to do next? It's 38, so 38 is one of those awkward years where there's not a lot of stuff comes through. We'll improve our infantry equipment, because we can. We could go for special forces or something. Blitzkrieg. Enables tactic blitz breakthrough. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Our fleet's looking a bit better. It's not great. Like, we've only got 2 battleships, but slowly. Let's get that Imperial sentiment going. Oh, free civilian factories. Don't mind if I do. Right, with our free civilian factories, we are probably going to want... more military factories. Our military factories are doing very well right now, actually. Very well indeed. I'm going to try and push for tanks. We've got a lot of stuff is about breakthrough and blitzkrieg and armored warfare. A lot of our generals have bonuses to armored warfare, so we really do want to push our tanks as much as possible.
Angetreten.
Fall of Nanjing. This is actually very dangerous because we're actually going to be fighting directly against the Japanese here. Should I put you into a separate group? Yeah, let's make a new army group.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
And you can be in charge of it. And then we can get rid of your orders.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
And then we give you the order frontline. That is a pretty terrible frontline. But maybe because the units aren't there yet. Okay, we've got decryption as well. 38 is just this awkward year. 38, I think, is... I've got ahead of time bonus. You know what? We'll do the Schlachnift H41. Because it's just so badass.
Bereit.
I'm going to assign you over here. And then I'm going to give you a front line there.
Angetreten.
Right.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Who do we want to put in charge of this? Commando, Reckless. Yeah, sure, and you've got one that we can pick as well. Skirmisher, Paratrooper, Camouflage Expert. Inevitability Probing Attack. What's the probing attack? Divisions do not lose their entrenchment bonus when attacking, but do not fully commit to battle. That's either probably going to be really, really good or really kind of terrible. Standing glider planes will increase the transfer capacity for paratroop orders. No. Camouflage expert. No. We'll get skirmisher. Why not? And I will try and train like another batch of 12 infantry. Right, direct ground support. Lovely. Ace Fighter Initiative. Formation flying. Air superiority mission effectiveness. Ace generation chance. Ooh. I think air superiority. I think we'll need to focus on that. Rekindle Imperial Sentiment. Almost there. Modify Government. Military Factory and Dockyard construction speed. Oh, we're starting to have resource issues. We might want to change our import orders soon. Coup in Romania. Dissatisfied with the country's leadership has risen dangerous levels in Romania. Prince Michael has now instigated a coup with the aid of substantial elements of the military. Ooh. Hello. You don't want to join my faction? Non-aligned, but so am I. The problem with the political system in Hearts of Iron is that non-aligned was meant to be a non-alignment, not an actual choice of alignment. Now it kind of represents monarchy. I know you're not aligned, but neither am I. The point is that we're... Oh, for God's sake. Right. Prepare Italian coup. Prepare for the blockade. Get annex war goals against the United Kingdom and France. That would be interesting, to say the least. Let's prepare an Italian coup. Go for it. This is probably the last thing we do in this episode, but I want to see if we can try and get an Italian coup going. This is all about Imperial Germany.
Angetreten.
Ooh, Panzer. Rommel's getting the Panzer.
Befehle.
Rommel's just too good for Panzers to pass up.
Ihre Befehle.
Did you not get added to the...
Angetreten.
Oh.
Angetreten.
Oh, because you're training. You're very confused because you're training. Okay.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Right, what about if we do... Well, they still don't get applied.
Angetreten.
Oh, there you go. Don't know why it didn't work there. Maybe it's because it's just one province.
Befehle.
You know what? We can get another trait. We'll go Camouflage Expert. And we will stop you
Ihre Befehle.
from doing the exercise. I'm happy with how you are now. Yeah, number of tanks is always going to be the holding factor there. More supplies. Oh, it's awkward. War propaganda against Japan. Now, this is because Japan is at war near us, and I think they're, like, not aligned with us, so... We get weekly war support. War support is 100. We don't need it. It's really cheap as well. I think because they are a different alignment and all that kind of jazz. So I'm not going to bother, but it's useful to know for later if you need war support. Oh yeah. Got a new badass battleship. We're going to skip the Bismarck, which is kind of sad. Bismarck was amazing, but... we'll probably want to get ourselves ahead of time. Not destroyers, because that's anti-sub, and quite frankly, we're not going to be doing that. We're the people who play with the subs. Yeah. It's 39 now, so at least we get a load of stuff in 39. Let's get going. Dispersed industry, advanced machine tools, all kind of good stuff. In fact, so good. We could get the MP38. But no, again, we're going to go on construction and just focus on our industry. Got spare military factories. What is this? Going tanks. It's going to cost us a lot of resources, as that notification has just reminded me. Also want to kind of focus on fighters as well. Make sure we get a good amount of close air support. Yeah, we're going to probably have to change our export law relatively soon.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Reorganized government of China was puppeted. Japan took 7 states. Well, China does not really exist any longer. Do I technically still have someone with them? Let's check. Check my attaché's still there. No, my attaché's not there anymore. As expected. Alright. How's that telling coup going? Slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. Or not, because I don't know why we want to catch a monkey. 42 subs, not better. Here we go. Poland seeks Baltic cooperation. There is no outcome for us. It does not risk yet more oppression to Polish people. They are clearly attempting to threaten the German Empire. Ooh. Prepare the Italian coup. Is there anyone else in Medium Waters? As far as I'm aware, no. Alright, Romania, do you want to join me yet? Really, no. Okay, fine. Hopefully they'll flip and join. Assassinate Mussolini. But that, I think, is where we have to end today's episode. We're going to get rid of Mussolini. We'll see how it goes. That's a lot of support. I'm not sure if we'll be able to flip him, but we'll damn well try. For now, I've been EnterElysium. If you've liked, not subscribed, please consider subscribing. But until next time, stay shiny.